are in the commentary box for this one.
Hannah, thank you very much. The USA have lost 6 matches so far. The 6th, for me, was the one that will hurt the most. I thought Gorst was the better player, and he was beaten.
Hey Phil, how are you? Yes, I think the air has been let out of me a little bit. I will try to bounce back, and so will the man at the table after a rough day one. Can they find something, anything, to get a point?
Well, on paper, you can't get a better duo than SVB and Fedor Gorst, but things aren't going well for the USA. Who would have thought that Gorst would have played that poor positional shot onto the 7 in the last match and then undercut it? I thought FSR looked nervy throughout, and yet he somehow got over the line.
I totally agree. We are beyond that match, but FSR did not look solid, in my opinion, but somehow pulled the match out. It seems to be the story of the last 2 days. And this is a tester as your first shot after what just happened your last match. He's decided to cinch that, and you can't blame him. He couldn't really elevate and pocket that ball. SVB has decisions to make.
15 seconds. The extension, please.
Calls his extension. Just talking to SVB, and he did mention to me, he said he wished this was a 60-second shot clock. Well, those aren't the rules, but he's hit this well. And that's about right, Phil. He's snookered on the pink 4. And what a shot by SVB. He can see part of the ball, but he can't make it.
Inside.
Kick. Oh, he's double kissed it. Thought he might kick at that to make something happen. Maybe play the 9 in the lower left. He tried to send the pink 4 up table and just leave distance and use cover.
Yeah, and awkward queuing.
Can we start the shot? Just stop the shot clock, please, and reset on 30 seconds. Just give us 1 second, please. Stop the shot clock, please.
FSR wasn't wide for side.
This is right up Filler's alley. As you see, he just doesn't look like he's ever gonna miss.
Well, he professes to not enjoy doubles. I think he enjoyed that one.
Looked so good today and yesterday. Defeated the great Skylar Woodward 5-0. And this might just be the push that FSR needed to get back in total stroke. A little short there. It's going to be natural to the 9.
Shot. Still front.
Should be a formality, this. No wonder Ralph Eckhart is smiling.
Let's go!
Off we go again. Europe ahead. The Americans perplexed. And how about this? Total racks won now in this year's Mosconi Cup. 15 for the USA, 31 have said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Well, that's a little more than 2 out of 3 by a percentage point.
Well stated, Phil. And you look at SVB, there was a quick shot there as they potted the 9, and SVB looking over at his partner like, what can you do? I come with this cut right here, clip the 9, and we have nothing.
This wasn't the most well-struck shot. Caught it a little thick, but just about accurate enough. At times, all you can do is smile. I think that was a smile of maybe not resignation from Fedor Gorst, but he can feel the way the wind is blowing.
Yeah, I think they all can. And what can you do? Sometimes you just have to laugh it off or smile it off. And I think that's kind of where we're at this point.
Just a handful of balls have been potted in the first rack last night. And someone on commentary said, well, at 5-2 to win this, the USA represent value. Who was that? Me. I admit, I might have made a massive error there. But let's face it, with the addition of Fedor Gorst, with the lineup they had, I thought 5-2 was value. Right now, not so.
Thank you. Try to settle down, please. The second rack. Team Europe to break, leading by 1 rack to 0.
Time and time again is that Europe brings the cue ball about 3 inches in from the corner point of this break box. And Fran has been struggling a little bit on the break.
Yes, and a consistently effective break-off has been one of FSR's calling cards during this 2-year period of sustained success.
I can't make any excuses for USA here. Everything is open. I don't see too much trouble. Maybe the 3 to the pink 4. He's hit this with too much pace. Needs to settle. Sigh of, I don't know if you call it relief or what. SVB going to try to punch out here. He's gotten the most out of that he could. He's pretty steep. So we have to figure out a route to the pink 4.
About going 2 rails back in the middle of the table.
I can go 3 here. You want here?
Either side.
Yeah.
I think that's better, right?
Yeah, that's enough. Extension.
Extension called.
I like the communication. It seemed like that was missing yesterday a little bit. We couldn't have hit that any better. It actually landed perfect.
Yeah.
The way things have gone, you're waiting for mistakes, for misjudgments, for something to block the USA's path to this rack. But really, there shouldn't have been. But if he's dropped straight on this 6, that might be the misjudgment I was talking about.
Yeah, Phil, and I believe he's actually dropped worse than that. SVB might be stroking this ball 2 rails, and that's what he's done. Is it going to fall short? And you called it, Phil. It seems like everybody's just waiting for the mistake to come, and here it is. He was afraid of overhitting that. Note the path the cue ball was taking towards the lower left corner. Oh, this is really well done. But it does give Europe that second opportunity that they didn't deserve or need.
20 seconds.
Classic kicking stick. What will it yield?
No words stated for this. Looked like a resemblance of the great Ronnie O'Sullivan in a snooker shot.
In snooker, someone like Mark Selby would have been more able to play that. It really was extraordinary, and he knew as the balls were rolling where it was going to finish.
Okay. And you hear SBB say, let's go, let's go. He needed that energy. Yesterday, I think the captain, Jeremy Jones, had a talk with him, and you can see a difference in SBB today.
Extension.
Extension, please.
Is it too little, too late? Let's hope not. Left a shot. Top right corner. Fedor made a tougher shot than this last match on the 8. You don't have to do much with the cue ball here. Really put your focus on putting this down. Got it down. Got it a little thick.
The 8-ball in off the far knuckle. The USA about to equalise.
Big shot here for Gorst. He's got to get this down.
Not in doubt. So badly needed. It is 1-1 in a match they simply have to win. FSR and Joshua Filler enjoying themselves. They know this win might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Welcome to viewers on Sky Sports main event. The American fans there looking jubilant, but they haven't got an awful lot to be jubilant about. The main event at the Mosconi Cup. Team Europe. They were 4-0 up overnight. And this evening, it's been exactly the same. European domination, a 2-9 combination, completed Joshua Filler's 5-2 singles victory over Fedor Gorst. And then Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, the World Nineball Tour #1 and the World Nineball champion, defeating Fedor Gorst 5-4 in the second singles of the evening. All adds up to a monopoly of scoring by Team Europe. They lead 6-0 in an overall race to 11, so more than halfway to a successful defence of the Mosconi Cup. The USA with Shane van Boening and Fedor Gorst in this doubles match, where they lost the opening rack. Just before you joined us on main event, they won the second. So it's all square. And Scott Frost, you have to believe that the USA must win this rubber.
One rack each, Team USA to break.
I feel like we've been saying that for quite a while now. Fedor Gorst to break the balls. One has come short. It doesn't look good, and it's going to be dry. And here we go again. Looking at possible problems, and it's hard to find them when Europe's at the table. Ruiz telling him he liked the pink four in the left side pocket. I think Fedor said he wanted to stroke it and go forward 3 rails. Does have a good angle though. I think that's the right decision.
These two are friends, but also have quite a rivalry, and FSR's got a pretty good record against Fedor over the years.
Okay, thank you.
Definitely see the respect is there between both players. Not again. It just continues to happen. They'll miss a ball, get safe. They'll kick a ball, they'll get safe.
Well, that was outrageous. The wages of sin. I thought that despite his extraordinary success in the last 2 years, FSR looked vulnerable. He looked nervy in the last match, even though he won it, and that was very badly cued. You don't ever deserve a fluke.
Shot.
But certainly not in that case.
It can be a cruel, cruel game, and we're seeing that now. Fedor saying you want it to stop. What about the bleeding? Is that going to stop? It doesn't seem like it. They're well on their way after a fluke to winning this game, and they're going to, Phil.
Here we go. Europe back in front. Lady Luck not just smiling on Europe, she's laughing at the USA. FSR, what an outlandish fluke. No wonder those two are looking glum.
Can I enjoy it to you?
Oh dear, stiffer than Team USA right now. Come on now, let's see the moves. Who else we got in the building? Yeah! We love the dad dancing. That's what it's all about here in the Mosconi Cup. have fun. The 30th anniversary of the Jewel Beach Mosconi Club here at the Alexandra Palace. Habla español, hola mi amigo. Okay. We want to see the best dance moves in the arena. Who likes to move it? Make sure you show us those move dance cam live. We got a lot of fist bumpers in the crowd. Come on now, keep it going, Alexandra Palace. There you go, Alexandra Palace. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Excellent work.
If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
This was heartbreaking for Team USA. A missed 4-ball from FSR, and yet it found another target instead. After that, the Europeans ruthlessly, relentlessly, without any hint of guilt, cleared up. It's 2-1 in this doubles. Can they forge on, breaking in rack 4?
Leading by 2 racks to 1.
I don't know if it can get much worse. I don't like to even say that. But at least the break is consistent for both sides, because this is going to be dry as well. If there's any positive that Team USA can take away from what's going on this match, it's that Ruiz has not been clean. He's continued to make mistakes, and somehow he's getting away with it.
I think they can go 2 rails out in the middle of the table.
I know.
I'll tell you what, Scott, the amount of dry breaks, far more than normal.
Yeah, it almost seems as if the table is changing a little bit. And that can happen due to conditions outside of the table. You gotta look out for the green 6. I don't know where you're going here. I don't know where he was going unless he intended to run into the 6. But you've got to understand that on the new cloth, and I know Fedor does understand, that the cue ball is going to lengthen out when you use that outside English.
The extension, please.
This is where teams become so valuable. I don't know that anybody better than Captain America to help recover. The side pocket.
That would have been just too cruel.
Phil, I might have gotten up and walked away.
Stop him right here.
If that would have dropped.
Hit that corner and stop him.
What is it?
You can hit that corner of the pocket and just stop him right here.
Talking about a defensive play here. I can't say it's a bad call, but it just hasn't worked out with these decisions in the past of this event, because these guys, every time it seems that they get to the table, something good happens.
Extension called.
I would try to hit both.
You think it's Gorst for this side?
Yeah, well, you need to come here.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
hit it. Yeah. No spin, just straight.
Obviously, the reason they played the defensive shot was that it was very difficult to get on the pink 4. Oh, look at this hit.
Wow!
And this is why in this format, offense is stronger than defense.
Filler guided him through the shot. FSR is the World Nineball champion and top of the World Nineball Tour rankings, but he's the junior partner in many respects in this particular pairing.
This is a nice shot. Note the cue ball heading towards the top left, so he had to roll that. Very nervy shot that was. He got it down. Great sign for SVB. Looks good so far this match. Has a lot to do, most likely, with his positive attitude. Oh, nicely done. Cheated the pocket a little bit. Kept the cue ball off of the rail. Needs that to run.
Such a colossus, SVB. When he plays well, he takes the game to a whole new dimension. But he's rather like Tiger Woods in golf. When it comes to the Ryder Cup, Woods' record in that wasn't stellar. Same with SVB in this event.
Similar to the 9 that SVB missed in the first match, but he hit this one differently. Instead of rolling it, we all thought he would probably punch that 9. Instead, he decelerated, missed it. It set the tone, it seemed like, for yesterday. I don't think he's going to roll this 9, Phil.
I'd be astounded if he did. Just about creeping into the pocket, just about getting the USA back on level terms, winning rack 4 against the break. But it wasn't convincing. Your heart must have skipped a beat, Scott.
I'm just a little bit surprised. He seemed to decelerate again. There's nothing wrong with the way he played it. Just a little bit more pace, maybe. Obviously, he shot that shot 100 million times more than me playing this game.
It's amazing when you think about Shane van Boening's individual excellence. And really, excellence doesn't cover it. He's one of the all-time greats of pool. 5 US Open victories. That in itself tells you all you need to know. And yet, in terms of the Mosconi, he's not got a winning record in singles, doubles, and after last night, in the team match either. When it comes to doubles, and that's what's pertinent here, he's won 21, lost 24. Right now, Europe are leading the USA a merry dance. But can the USA take steps to stop the music?
And small steps it is, but one step at a time. I still believe there's hope. I really do.
Thank you, ladies and gents. The 5th rack, 2 racks each. Team USA to break.
Interesting. SVB a little bit more towards the center with the cue ball, which is what Europe has been doing. Oh, and he's got the one down. Watch the cue ball. They're going to have a shot on the two, but it is not easy.
This is not scientific, Scott.
But
But at some point in the short races, with these evenly matched doubles or singles contests, the law of averages are going to kick in sooner or later, and USA are
option
bound
is
to have
shoot
some
the ball down
success,
table.
surely.
You would think,
Cue
Phil,
ball down
you would
there.
think. I like what they're talking about. I like that they're talking.
It's up to you.
I'll shoot. Extension.
The extension, please.
And I like that decision, whether he makes this ball or not. He says, I'll shoot, I'll shoot. Yes, it's time to shoot. Wow. Absolutely wow. Phil, what a stroke on that ball. And this is what needs to happen. They need to stay aggressive. Too many opportunities, too many missed opportunities with decisions on defense versus offense. And in these short races, as you just mentioned, they can't afford it. As a matter of fact, they can't afford anything.
Well, Gorst's two, an authentic candidate for shot of the night.
Unbelievable shot that was, especially at the angle he had, which was not much. He created it. This is good. He can go forward. We don't know the outcome of this cup, but you've often got to wonder what could have been. 3 matches now for USA that have gone 5-4 against them.
I mentioned the Ryder Cup before in golf. The same thing applies there. Quite often you see one team winning a lot of matches on the 18th, the last hole, and you think, well, if things have been different, who knows?
This looks good. This looks real good, and SPB looks like he's back. A sigh of relief.
Said this so often over the course of the last 2 evenings. We can say now, though, in this match, the USA have hit the front. They've got class times 2, and they lead 3-2.
It's not how you get knocked down, Phil. It's how you get back up, and I do love the energy of Jeremy Jones and the team right now. They are loose, they are light, and it seems like they're still ready to fight. And you can't deny any of that, along with the American fans. And here is that shot. Look at the stroke, force follow, bending the cue ball. The speed was perfect, and that takes confidence, especially in this situation. Fedor Gorst fresh off of that loss against Ruiz last match, to come with that shot is special.
Important now they kick on. If they could get off the mark here and win our next match this evening, well, who knows? When you've covered Q Sports for a lifetime, you see plenty of comebacks. It's amazing how these things can germinate. From a small seed, a great oak can grow.
I love the way that's put, and I have to say it, Phil Yates, it's been an absolute honor to get to commentate with you. I've looked up to you for a long time. What a legend, and the man at the table has become a legend.
Thank you. Try to settle down a bit, please.
With what he's done in a short amount of time. And he too has potted the 1. Will he get a shot on the 2? Well, he's got a shot. The captain.
Extra ball sneaked in there as well, so 3 off the break.
Try to get behind to try.
Try and stitch him up behind the purple 5 here. This could be nasty. He's missed the mark here.
It's okay. It's okay.
And look who's at the table. Gorst. All reminiscent of last game and the same ball.
Extension.
The extension, please.
In so many racks, in so many tournaments, the 2 is such a vital ball. And it's going to be vital here.
I think it's tighter than it looks on our screen. I don't even know if this is makeable. His body language tells me it is. Well, listen, in all fairness, that was not easy. He had to roll it because of the direction of the cue ball heading up table. Wanted to leave something decent for his partner, SVB. He caught it a bit thick. He is human.
Extension, please.
I think.
I try.
Go for it.
100%.
Okay.
Well, you heard that. I got to go for it. Filler concurring 100%.
A Spaniard and a German talking in English. Team Europe in a nutshell.
Oh, it's caught the point. It's caught the point, and it's going to dress up, I believe. It's got to carry, though.
That's the point, right?
Hit the point.
Do they have a shot? Yes, look at this. It's caught the point. Caught it just a fraction thick. Just a fraction thick. This needs to settle. He's overhit this ball. He's overhit this ball. Hasn't slowed Gorst down. I believe he wants to bank this. Cross side. Middle left. Carries position. It's going to be short. And that is an error. And I would put that error on SVB. He's overhit.
Come on.
The blue too.
Of the 5 players on Team Europe, he's the one filler you'd want taking on this shot. He never lets you down. His potting prowess is off the charts.
And just when USA had a real opportunity to go up 4 games to 2, something happens. And then, as luck would have it, the straightest shooter on planet Earth was up. to the wrong side of this 8, Phil.
Yeah, just a little heavy-handed with the cue ball.
That's perfect. Maybe draw, right?
But it should be a problem that's easily solved.
I think he can actually hold there, and he has. That angle helped out.
Another very tight contest. More drama at Ali Pali. It's a 3-3. Jason Shaw, Team Europe's cheerleader, into the arena. If Europe can win this one and make it a lucky 7, surely there's no way back for the USA. The story continues in just a moment.
If you wanted to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone. If you wanted to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
The Kaiser, 42 years of age, gives us a Mosconi Cup for the ages. They will be dancing in the streets of East London tonight, and I promise you folks, the champagne will be flowing.
That was at the York Hall in Bethnal Green. The MVP that year was Darren Appleton, one of the great heroes of the Mosconi Cup from a European perspective. The winning ball was spotted by Joshua Fillers. Fellow countryman and hero, Ralph Suke.
Thank you. Try to set it
Golden
down,
memories.
please. Seventh break for the USA to break.
How about a golden break for the USA?
Well, the 1 fires in, the 2 stays low. 6, rest below the cue ball. Nothing great here. I did notice on the break, during that short break, that SVB was a little bit frustrated. It's the first sign that I'd seen from him. I don't know if it was a good or bad thing. He seems like he's played pretty solid this match. He did overrun the 2. But man, at this point.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, settle down a bit, please.
Push. Push out.
Push out call.
It almost feels like everybody's expecting
Team Europe, it's your
something
choice.
to go wrong. He's played a push out. We've explained before. Europe has the option to give it back.
Yeah. You like it? Okay, go for it.
He's played a 2-way here at minimum, but he's caught the pink 4 going in, but look at where the cue ball finishes. And this is really awkward.
Probably hit it like a medium speed cue ball control down here. Yeah. It'll get by the net. Extension.
The extension, please.
Looking to play a defensive shot here. Can he play the 2-way? He wanted cover there with that cue ball. He's caught the 2 a little thinner than he expected.
Let me see. Just put the 2 ball there and the cue ball there. Or I try to feel the ball and put it here. If you just hit it like here, then it's okay. Yeah, it's okay, right?
Got to admit, I love their communication.
Take your time.
Pure veterans. You can tell they've done this before.
Wow. Perfect.
Guess I'll just let Filler commentate this, Phil, because it's not perfect. USA looks to be straight in. He's overhit this again and caught the 6. I don't know if he was trying to go into the 6 heavy and move it. But he was straight in there, Phil. I thought he could just roll the ball past the purple 5.
Had to be playing into the 6. There's no way he's going to misjudge it by that much.
And the wheels might be falling off again. Deceleration there by Gorst. Meant to clear the 6. SVB meant to go into the 6.
Let's go.
What a layout here. The only barrier,
Shot.
constant, the ever-present pressure. But while FSR undoubtedly seems to feel it, it's almost as if Phil is immune.
What a big chance. Slipped away from USA to go up 4-2 in the last rack, and now a big opportunity for Europe to lead 4-3.
With the break in rack 8. We should take nothing for granted, though.
Sorry.
Although there is one certainty. Death taxes and filler potting balls.
Take your time. Shot.
Misjudgment from Gorst after the positional misjudgment from SVB. Team Europe did the rest. They go in front at 4-3. Let's go over to Ashley and see what she's got to say and who she's caught up with.
I'm here with a two-time Mosconi Cup winner, Chris Melling. Chris, what an atmosphere. I mean, how good is it to be here with a crowd like this tonight?
Absolutely crazy. You can't even hear your own voice. It's mental. I mean, people don't understand the pressure at home, you know. We all watch football matches and we all think you don't think you can miss an easy penalty and you don't think you can miss an easy ball, but you can. The pressure is unbelievable.
What have you made of both teams so far? Are you surprised that Team USA are still yet to get a point in this tournament?
I think USA missed some good chances. Obviously the last match with Fedor, he missed a lot of good chances there. Shane in the first day missed 2 good chances, so the match could be more even, but obviously it's not at the minute.
Well, it's great to have you with us, Chris. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Chris Melling there, former European Mosconi Cup MVP. One of the great all-rounders in Q Sport. He's been a professional snooker player. He plays English 8-ball and 9-ball as well. Also speaks very well and sensibly about the game. I've done some commentary with Chris and he talks about pool with great knowledge. The knowledge here is that the USA are 1 rack away from falling 7-0 in arrears.
I must say, shout out to Chris Melling, been a friend for a long time, and I got to meet his father, Dave, tonight, a fellow pool player. Filler to break. Cue ball. Trouble. Possibly on the pink 4.
It's not easy in 3 to the 4 ball.
I don't want to count the chickens before they are hatched here. So lots of work left to do, Phil.
I'll shoot the 2 ball and you shoot the 3.
Yeah, but that's a classic example of how quickly things can switch.
We got plenty of time.
I just get the feeling that the pressure within these players on USA has just continuously grown. When does it come to a point where it can't get any worse? And just go ahead and play. Pretty serious looks on those 3 gentlemen. Couldn't have been struck much better. Pink 4 in the lower right. He will go into the 9. Nicely controlled, real good speed there. Good angle on the green 6. If they get on the 7, it's going to go 4-4 again. And this looks pretty good. SVB needs to hit this with a little pace, and he's elevated over the 9. got an unbelievable rub. I cannot understand the decision of not going forward versus drawing that ball. I felt like it laid natural to go 1-2 to the left side of the 7. He felt like elevating was the right play. This is touchy. So touchy. What a hit that was. Clean of the double hit. Crashing into the 8.
We have no extension.
SVB wanted the extension, and it's gone. Just knock this down.
No extension on the 8, but this 9 will extend the match its full distance.
Finally, Phil, USA gets a good rub on the 7, and it's going to go hill. You told me during a break that USA is going to win this match, and I've got to believe it.
Intuition, I just thought eventually the pool gods would sympathise. And of course they do have the break in the all-important 9th rack. Ralph Eckert is his 100% record as the European captain in terms of matches won about to be punctured. This is the most important rack of the 2023 Dual Blitz Mosconi Cup right here.
I'll tell you who's winning this match for me, Phil, is the USA crowd. They've come in groves. They're still positive. And you can't get much better than them. The men shake hands for another hill thriller.
Team Europe, and more specifically Joshua Filler, scratched on the break in rack 8. Surely that fate won't befall SVB here.
Team USA
one of the game's greatest breakers.
The biggest game of the night, without a doubt, the biggest break of the night. You can feel the tension in the air. The 1 rifles in, the cue ball gets kissed a couple times, the 2 trying to dress up, but there's distance, and the red 3 is up there as well.
Go for it. It's up to you, whatever you want for it.
Fedor once again says, I'm going for it.
I don't see any good safe here.
Want to play safe?
I don't see any good safe here.
You put the 2 ball down here.
Just by the 4?
Yeah.
Interesting there. At a minimum, the last time Fedor wanted to go for it, he speared it. SVB kind of talked him into a safe there. Needs to travel. You got the sense there, Phil, that Fedor didn't want to play that shot.
Slow behind the 7 and the 2 ball there. You can play bank here if you want. It's real tough.
When Fedor Gorst looks at me and says, I want to shoot,
maybe behind the 9.
I'm going to let him shoot.
Do I put the 2 ball here? It's going to slide. Extension.
The extension, please.
You know, 2 balls going to slide here. I think I see like... Maybe I play the 2 ball, 2 rails here. What do you mean? Short, 1, 2. Yeah. You like it? Okay. Come on, Josh.
did it turn out to be the right decision
so close.
by Team USA?
Yeah, the cue ball's poking out. It's a direct path to the 2 for Van Boening.
SVB overhit that a fraction. Fedor has to get the extension.
Extension, please.
Remember a couple games ago, SVB overhitting a ball that cost him a 4-2 lead. This is a lot of extra work that I didn't feel was necessary for Fedor Gorst. Done really well there. I don't want to jinx this, but I have to say, getting to the 7 looks to be the only real issue here, if there's an issue at all. Oh, he's fallen perfect, Phil. Could this be USA's time?
Most certainly should be. In normal circumstances, put this one in the books, but the Mosconi Cup is never normal.
No, it was just last match with 4 balls on the table and Gorst didn't get out, but this looks good. It looks real good. And it's time. I think it's time. Automatic position, just get this ball down. I don't believe it, Phil, but I think it's going to happen. And a massive point for USA.
Let's go! Essential, imperative, belated. The other word now, hope. It is 6-1, and finally the wait is over. Yes, Eureka! The USA have a point on the board. The task remains monumental, but at least they've got a foothold now. It was a match they simply had to win.